It's one of the best known verses, but one of the least understood. I'm referring to a verse at the commencement of the book of Shemot, where the Torah tells us, Vayakom melech hadash al Mitzrayim, a new king arose over Egypt, asher lo yada et Yosef, who did not know Joseph. Now, how could that be possible? It's as if we would refer to one of the leaders of the British people after the war, who was somebody who had never heard of Winston Churchill. Impossible. Joseph was such a well-known character who saved Egyptian society. So there are some who explain, of course Pharaoh knew about Joseph. However, he didn't recognize Joseph's contribution and did not appreciate Joseph and his people. In the Sefer Ma'ayanah Shel Torah, he gives a lovely explanation, and his explanation is Pharaoh did not know Joseph personally. You know, sometimes you would say to a person, do you know so-and-so? And they would say, of course I know about that person, but I've never met them. That's what happened with Pharaoh. As a result, Pharaoh didn't feel a connection to Joseph. When one actually knows a person and knows that person's family, one will readily acknowledge that that person's a human being just as one is. And through knowing the person, one will be far less likely to hate that person, or God forbid, to bring harm upon them. Hatred thrives on ignorance. It's when one relates to other people as being the other, when one is not familiar with them, and as a result, sometimes there can be a fear of them. And that hatred which arises out of ignorance can sometimes lead to violence and, God forbid, even murder. So from the beginning of the book of Shemot, we have an important message for all of our societies. Get to know people personally, speak to others, become familiar with others. Don't other people. Relate to everybody with respect. And as a result, there will be far greater likelihood for compassion, for love, for affection, and for peace. Shabbat Shalom.